Welcome back to the Thisters podcast. My name is Linda, and this is my sister, Melissa. Say hi, Melly.
Hello.
Today's episode was Melissa's idea. It's paranormal stories, activity, but it's kind of inspired by the recent Annabelle doll murder. Do you know about that?
I do, but for the people that don't know, can you tell them what happened?
So this guy, I forgot what his name is. You can look up his name. Was the handler of the animal doll that was in a case, and he would go around the country. It was like a show for people that wanted to see the doll. And I guess he had to move her to the new case recently because they were going to restore the other case and give it a nice restoration because it's very old. And he suddenly died, I believe, a couple days ago. They haven't said what the cause of death is, but he was young, like he was in his early 50s. So it's pretty crazy. And the previous owners of the doll had told him, like, do not take her out of the case. Like, they said, do not take her out of the case. And he did. I guess he had special gloves made. They were like blessed and whatever, palo santo, but obviously they weren't strong enough.
Do you believe that his cause of death is because of Annabelle?
No, I mean, I'm a skeptic. I'm probably the wrong person to do this paranormal because I don't believe in that stuff. I believe the mind is a very powerful thing, and I think tú sola te puedes enfermar, like you can make yourself sick. But I don't know. I mean, anything goes, but honestly, I don't really believe in that stuff. Do you?
50-50. I don't know. People told him there was warnings, and he did it, and he died. But then again, maybe like no tiene nada que ver his death, not connected at all with Annabelle, but still, like, what a coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidences. That's what I like to say.
Oh, since when do you like to say that?
Today.
Since when do you like to say
There's
that?
no such thing as coincidences.
Like my mom says, there's no such thing as mistakes. They're must-stakes. Exactly. But I think she got that from Pitbull.
She did.
I'm pretty sure she ripped that
off.
That's
a fire phrase, though. Put that on my tombstone.
So we start every podcast with a little life update. Do you want to go first?
Well, we just parted ways. We were together for an entire week. Also, don't mind the blender. They're making chamoyadas at my house. Can you hear the blender?
Yes, I can hear it, and I'll be able to hear it on the audio.
Quick. Do you want me to just continue speaking or wait?
Yes, continue speaking, please. Because I'm not going to edit this out.
I have my once a week help here today, and she offered to make me chamoyas, and I'm like, hell yeah. So here we are.
So once a week, she has a mother-daughter duo that the mom helps Melissa deep clean the house, and the daughter helps take care of Santi so that she can run errands and go to the office and get her brows did and things like that. So that's her. They look good.
Them? Oh, so yes. we were together for an entire week, and we did a little bit of riding. We did a little bit of we went out of town for a baby shower. All good things. And now we're back into routine, back at home, and that's about it. ¿Y tú qué rollo?
Yeah, well, my life update will be the same. Melissa was here for a week. It was great. I had told her that she wasn't allowed to see her friends, and she didn't listen. She saw her friends.
You had Santi for a week.
Nice to have Santi for a week. He's came a long ways. Like, I feel like he's more like he can entertain himself a little better. He's not as attached to you
because he's off the boob. And he's older.
And when he came in, it was the cutest thing ever. Like when he saw the kids, he was like belly laughing, like that laugh where you can't even breathe.
Mm-hmm.
It was the cutest thing. It was the only time he did it. I think he was over the kids like after day one. Like their tricks weren't doing it.
They had a great time together.
He didn't laugh like that again, though.
But he's never laughed like that. I think he was exhausted because he hadn't napped all day.
Like it was delirious.
Yeah.
Laugh. What else? The boys went fishing to a tournament. They didn't catch shit. Not one fish. So they got back and we went to Redondo Beach. I had never been there. We went to all three, Redondo, Hermosa, and Manhattan Beach. I wasn't impressed. I hate saying it, but like, I think we're just so spoiled that beaches are so beautiful in Mexico and like not oversaturated like that. And I just, for the price of everything, I wasn't impressed. I mean,
we went to beautiful. Tell them we went to catch for the first time too.
Oh yeah, I had never been to Catch. Neither had Melissa, so we decided to try it while
Because
in
everyone says it's
Rome.
an experience.
Yeah, and we went for brunch, which is probably mistake number one. But yeah, I wasn't. My cocktail was okay, and the food was good. Honestly, everything I had was good, but the portions were tiny, like bite size. And what's funny is
I
that
was
my mom's
full.
like, I'm not gonna order because I'm just gonna eat whatever you guys leave. And thank God I made her order because there was nothing. I ordered like a spicy tuna something. There was two pieces. I ordered a sushi roll. It was like the smallest sushi roll of all time. It was good. Would I go back? Definitely not for brunch. Maybe I try it for dinner. For I don't can't believe we haven't been to it because the one in Vegas has been there for a long time. But and I've heard nothing but good things. Like I always hear people like
I
it.
think it
So
was the
maybe we
brunch.
it is a brunch. I mean, $400 later,
Fuck.
we learned our lesson.
Y salí con
Um,
hambre. ¿Eh? Has that ever
mhm.
happened to you when you go to a restaurant, you have to go eat somewhere else afterwards? Because, like, no.
Well, yeah, I remember for my birthday one year, it was just me and Evra in Vegas, and they recommended at the the Waldorf, I think it was. It was like this French restaurant called Twist. It had just opened. So we went for dinner. First of all, I cannot. We were a little buzzed, so my husband was not taking the courses serious. They were. It's like the courses where they come over and like spray the food with essence, and like it was an experience. But we left there and we immediately went to go eat at a place at the Win or Wazuzu because I wasn't even like halfway full, like at all. And our bill was like $1,000, I think, or
Yeah.
something crazy. And the table next to us, they were foodies and they were like, they got the experience. And we were a little buzzed, and then everyone was being obnoxious. So, like, I couldn't hold my laugh, even though I was embarrassed. And I could tell, like, the server was like fucking over us because then he just started bringing out the courses, like,
Not explaining them.
he wasn't even explaining it. He's like these uncultured swines. But I mean, I love good food. I'm all about good food. I don't want huge like Cheesecake Factory portions, but come on, like an adult portion. Like no quiero I don't want to be jugando las comiditas. Like that's what it felt like that we're just like play tea party.
Yeah. Oh, another update.
What?
I got my lips done
Oh yeah, she
for
got
those
her
that can
lips
see.
done. They look good. They're very subtle. I like them.
Thank you.
What else? Um, Other than that, I think that was our week. It was nice to have you. I can't wait till you come back.
You
I
need to
didn't
come
want you
over
to
here.
leave.
Now it's your turn. I'm not coming back until you come over here now.
You're going to be waiting, girly pops.
No, pues I'm sorry for you.
Okay, well, let's get into this. So we asked, I don't have any paranormal. The ones I do have, I've shared with you, and that's all I have. So we asked our Thisters on Instagram to send us their paranormal stories. And I was surprised because I don't even think it's been up for 24 hours, like how many we got. I was like, wow, people have a lot of them. So
And
we're going to read
we
them
wanted
to you.
some that like we can't sleep tonight. Like that's what I want.
I know Elle was just here and I was like, we're gonna do a paranormal podcast. I don't know if you want to listen because like she's the biggest
I
chicken
think
shit.
we want
Actually,
to.
both my kids, they don't like scary movies, none of that. They're not about that life. So both of them took off running. That's the
Okay.
hack when we do a podcast. I'm gonna tell them they're all
They're all
paranormal.
paranormal. You know what? We're just changing this podcast to paranormal.
Okay, do you want to
Would
start?
you ever go stay like somewhere where they say it's haunted?
No, even though I don't believe in it, like why? I believe in energy. I feel like places have energy, but not like I don't feel like anybody's like gonna jalarme las patas or like scare me, but I do believe in like vibes and energy and like I don't want to stay somewhere
No.
where some bad shit happened.
Well,
No.
Elias and I, when we first started dating, we went to Bisbee, Bisbee, Arizona, and they say that town like it's a little haunted, but there's a hotel in particular that it's like hella haunted. And I remember que andamos pisteando all day because there's nothing else to do in Bisbee. Uh, and we get to the front desk and we're checking in and stuff. Y yo le digo a the receptionist, I want the experience que el fantasma te viole.
I'm not gonna translate it because it sounds so bad in English. I'm not even gonna just keep going. Don't translate it, girl. Our Spanish speakers will know what you said.
Uh, but yeah, no,
But that's that it.
that didn't happen to me. I was waiting for that experience, but it didn't happen. Nothing. I didn't feel scared. The room was a little creepy because it was like the old creepy wallpaper and the scent and
I've
stuff.
stayed at hotels like that. Everett
But
hates They get their chicken shit from their dad. Ever hates old things, old hotels, old whatever. Like he like scary movies with little kids and old people. Like he freaks out. Like
This actually reminded me. She didn't put it on the comment box this time around, but a friend of mine told me she recently stayed at the Coronado Hotel in San Diego, the infamous Hotel Coronado, right?
on the island. Yeah.
And she says that she had a lot of paranormal activity all weekend long. That it started out with just her being in her room, and she has a little girl, and that they kept knocking on her door, or not on her door. They were knocking on her like on her wall, like I guess whatever room. Like they had like a suite or a villa type of thing. I don't know the room layouts over there, but that they kept knocking on the wall, and they thought it was because their daughter was being loud because she's a little kid, but then she's a little loud, so they were like, oh, like they didn't think anything of it, like they just ignored it, but it kept happening like throughout the day, and like she was like ready to go fight her neighbor, um but she didn't, obviously. And then at night, I guess her TV kept turning on like all night long, and her husband thought like, oh, maybe they have the hotel like setting like where like shit just turns on its own. They didn't think anything of it. And then otra vez, like they kept getting the neighbor knocks or whatever, and so she called to complain. Like she was like, you know what, I'm having issues with like my neighbor. And they're like, oh sweetie, like the neighbor straight up, I mean the front desk straight up told her like, oh no, like there's a ghost like on property. And like they didn't even flinch. Like it's known, it's a thing. And like they talked to like the workers there and stuff, and they're like, oh my god, what happened to you? Like this happened to us too. Like it's a thing.
Well, this reminded me of, I can't believe I didn't remember this. So we have the dental office we're in now, we built in 2003, I believe. And before that, we had a different office. I know I've shared this before, but my father passed away when I was 4, and he was a dentist. And they would always say, like, workers, dental assistants, dentists would always say like that the lights. So my dad was very like practical joker, like never took life serious, like everything was all like fun and games. And I guess that like a lot of stuff happened at the old office where like things would be in different places, lights would flick on and off, like, and I never, I mean, I was there a lot and I never experienced it. But then when we moved to the new office, they swear that he followed, because all of them, nobody ever wants to close up the office. Like now we don't have to because we have a lab that works through the night. But before it was a fight, like who was going to turn the lights off and close up, because they swore that like my dad would like flicker the lights or knock something over or whatever. I never experienced it, but that was like a common, like Luli and everybody used to say, like our old school crew used to swear that he followed them to the new building.
It's scary. It's spooky. But I heard light flicking is it's them communicating to you. I don't know what they're trying to communicate, but they're communicating to you when they're light flicking.
Okay, let's start with the stories that we got through DM.
Okay, you go
Hi,
first.
girl. Okay. Hi, girl. Let me just start with my paranormal story. Well, one of them. When I was 21 years old, I had my first daughter. At the time this happened, she was 5 months. We were asleep, and I kept waking up in the middle of the night. Or should I say something was waking me up. Anyway, I looked up and I saw a tall man standing in front of my bed. I got scared, so I looked forward at my TV. I saw a little girl wearing a white dress. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, at the time I was sleeping with the TV on. When I saw the little girl, she didn't scare me. The man was the one that scared me. I saw the little girl. She was walking towards the man. They both disappeared. I've always been sensitive. I've always been a very sensitive to spirits. The little girl always seemed to follow me everywhere she appeared. She appears to me every once in a while and every time I move to a new place, but she doesn't scare me. In 2023, I had a session with a medium, and she told me the little girl was attached to me for some reason. She was not there to hurt me or anything. She was there to help me. What do you think? Did you get goosebumps?
Tengo miedo.
This was your idea, girly. This was your idea. I want to remind you.
I want to go to a medium. Do you want to go to a medium?
No.
Why not? ¿Por culona?
No, I just told you're the one that's freaking out. Yo soy la menos culona, just because I don't believe in that stuff. Well, why am I going to go to something I don't believe in?
But what if they tell you things like...
If I've lived these 41 years without knowing things, it's fine. And you know me. Entre menos sé, I'm happier. Like ignorance is bliss in my book.
Well, I like that you, like, whoever wrote the story, I like that you have a little friend.
A little friend with you at all times.
And that you need her, yeah. That's beautiful.
I do believe like my dad watches over me. Like I guess I'm spiritual, but I don't think I've like see him or like he doesn't,
Yeah.
but I just feel always protected. But I don't need a medium to like I don't want to hear what he's got to say.
Okay. I want to be
I just
wowed.
make
I think that's why I want to go to one. Like I want to be wowed.
wowed.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't know how much you believe in it, but I feel like a lot of them are just like gypsy charlatanes. Like they can just pick up on little things and tell you what you want to hear just by looking. Like a lot of them are like just con artists. So you have to be really careful. Like my grandma, like Nana swears she can read cards and tarot, and like people have been coming to her for years, and I know she makes the shit up. Like I know it, and they give her just enough information that she can like play on their feelings. So
So,
that's a talent. That
pues
doesn't
yo
mean she's got
también, like, and back in high school, so my Insta handle is Melissa Busty. So Busty is from Bustamante, not because of big tits, obviously. Also, oh my chichis
obviously.
are gone, guys. It's so
Oh
sad. Like
yeah.
now that I stopped breastfeeding, like mosquito bites. It's so sad. But anyhow, back in high school, I was called Madame Busty because I would read people's futures with the apples to you know the apples to apples game
No.
with well it's a cardboard, not a cardboard, it's a what's it called, it's a game
Board game?
with cards and stuff, and I would read students futures with the apples to apples and it would happen.
You got that from grandma.
Uh-huh. Pero
You
don't call
con
me
artist.
gitana.
Okay, should I read another one or do you want to read one?
You go so I can open mine up.
My mom's house in Houston, Texas, I believe is haunted. We've had tons of experiences there. Like one time, I swear I saw my brother in the kitchen. I saw the shadow moving all around the kitchen. And when I saw him go towards the fridge on the side of the house that has no exit, I saw him coming out of the restroom because he was showering. So I guess she's saying that she thought it was her brother,
But it was a
but
shadow.
it actually wasn't. Yeah, because he was in the shower when she thought it was him. That could just been like if you drank a little too much that day, didn't
Andas
drink enough
pisteando for
water.
sure.
And that's pisteando,
But
tells
no,
the
but she
truth.
said there's been multiple incidents in that Houston home.
Yeah, she did. We need more. You should have said more.
¿Qué te iba a decir? Agarra agua bendita o un palo santo, whatever you believe in, to cleanse that home. Pero si no te está molestando the shadow,
Yeah, let him be. Maybe he needs a place to
a ver
crash.
que llegue un shadow a tu casa, a ver if you let it be.
What am I gonna do? So I have a 3-story house. I have a basement, and it's funny because my kids, nobody ever, and my basement's not scary at all. Like it's just like a normal part of the
But
house.
nobody
Like
wants to go to the basement.
but nobody wants to go to the basement. It's crazy to me, and I'm just like, why do people think basements are creepy? Like I can understand some that are like those old school, like you can see roots and shit, but my basement is just like a part of any part of the house, and there's like light traps to go in, so it's not even like it's super dark. But yeah, my basement, people like it's a waste of I don't know, like probably like 1,500 square feet because nobody uses it. Nobody wants to be down there. I do the laundry down there, and when I make Elle help me, like she
Sale
literally is like
corriendo.
right behind me. Oh, speaking of that, I'm gonna. So Elle has this. She's scared. Like the thing she's scared of the most in the whole wide world is skinwalkers. I don't know if you guys know what those are. I didn't know what they were. She's the one that had to explain it. I guess there's all these videos of like animals and people, mostly animals. So I guess like a skinwalker like goes into people's skin, mostly animals, and so you see them standing up and walking and they look like they're humans, but it's because the skinwalker has gone into their body.
But this isn't
So like
real.
I don't think it's real. I mean, there's videos on the internet, but that's like she believes in skin. I don't know what video she saw when she was a little kid because skinwalkers scare the shit out of her, and that's what she's the most afraid of. So if I want her to like kick her out of any space
Te vas
or
a
I
ir el
want her whatever,
skinwalker en vez
le
de,
digo el
en vez de
skinwalker,
amenazas del chamuco,
el cucuy.
del cucuy.
And then if the dogs are acting weird, I'm like, oh, that's a skinwalker for sure.
Well, back to the basement. So in my house, I have an attic. I want to do a podcast on dreams and like, what's it called? What was the other thing I said? ¿Cómo se llama when something's already happening? You feel it. Deja vu.
Premonition or
Deja
deja
vus
vu.
and premonitions too. But back to the dreams, so I have an attic here, and I had a dream once that I have some relatives that live in the attic, and we don't even know it. and I don't want to go up to the
On
attic.
what side of the family?
Elias' side of the family.
Oh.
Que hay unos primos allá adentro, and I've never met these primos before.
Okay, so I'm going to read another one. During the pandemic, I was reading with a bruja on Instagram. She told me that my 8-year-old had an entire entity attached to her. I asked my daughter and she started crying because it had been following her for a year or two. She described it as very tall, dark black shadow who had long bony fingers with long sharp nails. It followed her everywhere except my mother's house, who always played alabanzas in her house.
Worship music.
Yeah, it all made sense why she never wanted to sleep alone, not even with bright night lights. I always felt like a being was watching me when I was alone, especially at night. The lights would flicker, and even at times, the cabinet doors would slam and close on their own. Things would be misplaced. A bruja told me what to do, and it helped me get rid of it. She can see things but refuses to acknowledge her gift. We have even seen shadows at the same time. My nana and tata have a duende in their home. This is the same thing. In Cuervos, Ciudad Morelos, which is close to us, he was a travieso, and he picked on my youngest uncle. He would pull his feet and blankets. He wasn't evil or mean. He was just travieso. Whenever I was alone, I would think my little cousins had arrived at the house or see a toddler pass by really quick. I would check and it wouldn't be anybody. My nana actually had a bruja get rid of it. What do you think?
Well, a lot's happened to you. But you guys say you have a gift. Well, like I said, they say that kids, like we're all born with that we can see, hear all these things, but we don't continue to practice them.
Yeah, well, they say like kids, because they're innocent and they believe everything they see, that they can see the signs. And as we get older and tainted and like we just don't believe in that stuff anymore.
Would you believe your kid though, así como how she said her 8-year-old? Would you believe your 8-year-old, or you'd be like, oh, that's just like an imaginary like person?
Well, I think I told the story after my grandpa passed away that Elle saw him and she was laughing in the car. I do kind of believe that there's a transition period where souls like haven't found their place yet, but that's different. That's like spiritual.
Explain.
I mean, think about it. We have all this energy, all this whatever. Like when you die, it has to go somewhere. It just isn't gone. Like it just can't be gone, you know? Like I'm sure that it stays somewhere until you transition to whatever's next after this life. And especially if you have like a strong bond with somebody or you need to say goodbye, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting scared? Because you're looking like... I remind you, this was your idea.
I'm a little speechless.
Okay, you want me to read another one?
Yes. I'll go after you.
Okay. I have several, but these 3 have always stuck with me. When my daughter was a baby, se me subió el muerto. All of a sudden, I hear a raspy, chilly female voice and say, "La niña." I don't know how I did it, but I sprung up so quick and grabbed her. I immediately nos persiné, like she, how do you say persinar in English?
The sign of the cross?
And started to say El Padre Nuestro y El Ave Maria. That's one story. During the pandemic, I had a reading with the bruja on Instagram. She told me, is this
There's a lot of brujas on Instagram, apparently.
She told me that my 8-year-old had an entity attached to her. I asked my daughter, is this the same one?
I think this is the same one.
Okay, this was the beginning of the story then. Okay, you go next.
Repeat it though.
No, you go. Well, let me find it. When my daughter was a baby, se me subió el muerto. All of a sudden, I hear a raspy, chilling, feminine voice that says, "La niña." I don't know how I did it, but I sprung up so quick and grabbed her. I immediately nos persiné, and I started El Padre Nuestro y El Ave Maria.
Do you feel like that's a thing, que se te suba el muerto?
I mean, I've heard that term, but I don't think so.
Like it literally, like it gets on top of you, like...
Oh, this one, I'll tell you later on who sent it, because we're supposed to be anonymous, but it's somebody we know. I had a ghost follow me from house to house. At my first house, it would randomly turn on the TV late at night.
Give me 1 second. Can you hear me? Can you, like, there's a lot going on in the back of my house. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Espérame. Elías, bájale. Cinco rayas. We're recording. Dale.
Okay, never bother me. I went with my new boyfriend to our first movie. It was The Ring. My TV randomly turned on. He was over one night and the white noise just came on. He made me get rid of the whole TV. Moved into our first home and then randomly for no reason at 3 a.m. the stereo would turn on full blast banda music. Both me and my husband were in
Tiene
bed
buen gusto.
asleep.
El
I
fantasma.
love it. We hadn't even been listening to banda before that. Moved to the counties. I got up to feed the baby in those early hour feedings. Hated those. I was half asleep and didn't even turn on the lights. Sat in the rocking chair in the dark. We had one of those vanities that light up when you touch it and make it brighter. I thought I should have turned on the lights and then they turn on. Thought it was creepy, but also kind of wish they were brighter. They changed to the brightest setting. So she was breastfeeding her baby and she forgot to turn the lights on,
Yeah.
and at least it's a considerate
Te
ghost.
está ayudando el fantasma.
Y le gusta la banda. I love it.
That's a nice fantasma.
Okay. 10 years ago, last Saturday, one of our best friends died. That night, all night long, our house alarm kept going off. Even when we quit setting it. For a full 24 hours, the lights flickered, the alarm went off repeatedly, and the music would start playing out of nowhere. I'm telling you, like, there's a transition period.
But 10 years later?
No, it was that day. Oh, yeah,
10 years.
10 years ago, last Saturday, yeah. That night. So it happened that night.
But 10
So it
years
happened
ago.
10 years ago. Yes.
I'm going to say a story, a personal story. Okay?
I guess. Go ahead.
So my dad had my mom first marriage, Linda's dad. My dad had a first marriage as well. And he had a couple kids with his first marriage. My dad lost a son when he was 16 years old. A couple years in a car accident. Yes, the kid, he was 16 years old. And 8 years later, on the same day, Carlos was born. And Carlos se adelantó por un mes.
Same day. Yeah, he was a month early.
Ya hace 8 meses, so he wasn't meant to be born that day either. So my dad sees a lot of resemblance. I don't know if it's true or if it's just like him, like coping, but yeah.
Yeah, and that day that my mom was going into labor, he obviously, her dad was going to go to the cemetery and pay his respects, and she was just like, I don't want to have this baby today. I don't want to have this baby today, but she had the baby that day, which is Carlos, baby Carlos.
Yeah, so his name was Juan Carlos, and now we have Jose Carlos. Do you believe in reincarnation?
Kind of, because I'm telling you, like, I feel like the energy has to go somewhere. We can't have all this energy, all this happen, and then it's just off. Like, it's got to go somewhere. I do believe. You have any stories, or did I read them all?
Do you feel like you've lived like a life before? Like, you know how we have multiple lives. You don't think you've lived?
I don't. And if I do, I don't remember, but it kind of goes with my personality.
But there's, back to therapy, there is like, they say supposedly therapies that take you back to lives.
Which is like, that's to say, it goes back to like, why do you want to do that? Like, why? ¿Para qué quieres go back to another life that you don't remember? Like, why remember? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Would you? Do you want to know what your past life was?
I'm not dying to know, but I wouldn't mind knowing. But I'm not going to be like on the hunt, like I need to know who I was before Melissa. Like, no.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
But it'd be interesting because I have a friend. I'm going to keep her like identity anonymous, but she was an alien before this life. And I'm just going to leave it there.
Do I know her?
Yeah, you do.
There are some people I think are aliens now.
Legit aliens?
That are our friends. They're just not human. Like, just weirdos. Or it could just be there on the spectrum. I don't know. You're scared, huh? You're looking like your eyebrows dropped 3 inches. You're getting smaller and smaller, quieter and quieter. I'm going to remind you this was your idea again. Okay, do you have any?
I have a friend. So she was going to send me her story, but she didn't get to it. But she says that her son can predict the future. and her son, like, and that he's always done that since he was really little. Like, yeah, I think the kid is 11, but that he like predicts the future. But she didn't tell me like examples. All right, let me look at the one. I'm gonna read you this one. Is there anything you'd like to say while I find this one?
I think I read them. I think I even read the ones I sent you accidentally.
I have one that's pretty long, but I need to find it because it's like the safety pins. Well, I have a lot of messages with this girl because I'm on the WhatsApp.
So Ever came home early. He's home right now. And I was like, oh, I'm texting him like I'm almost done because he's not coming in here. And he puts taking a shot. And I'm like, a shot? And he's like, I mean, a shit.
I was going to say a shot at 240.
No judgment.
I can't find this.
Okay, well, if you can't find it, we probably should wrap it up.
Okay. For next time.
So we'll do this again because a lot of people I know have more stories. A lot of the same people said they have multiple stories. So if you guys like this, let us know. I don't know if Melissa liked it or not, but let us know and we'll read more of your paranormal stories.
Okay, pues.
Thank you for listening.
Bye.